Hey everybody, I'm here today to tell you that the long game is what counts. This will be a motivational video, and I'm going to tell you about a simple strategy and a simple mentality that if you keep this mentality in your mind and you use this strategy, you will be significantly more likely to succeed at any aspect of life. Whether it's finances, whether it's relationships, whether it's your health, whether it's your wellness, whether it's anything in life, if you keep this long game mentality in your mind, you will put your chances of succeeding through the roof. So many people think about the short game. When they're trying to succeed in life, they always think about the short game. How can I make the most money in the shortest amount of time? Now, it's important to not confuse the short game with sprinting, right? The sprint is like the marathon, but you're just moving fast, right? So if you can imagine the long game, but you're just working fast and quickly, that's not the short game. The short game is thinking about the quick rewards that are really easy to get to, the low-hanging fruit that, they're really easy to get to, but they don't last that long. The long game are those fruits that are at the top of the tree that you have to climb up to get, but they're so valuable. So I don't want you to confuse the short game with working fast, okay? You have to think about the long game. When you're looking to drive results for success, whether it's finances, whether it's health, fitness, relationships, you have to think about a 5-year plan, a 10-year plan, a 20-year plan. You can be working every day fast. You can be like working and grinding away every day at that goal, and you'd still be thinking about the long game. Working fast is not thinking about the short game. Thinking about the short game is like those easy rewards. Now, whenever you think about someone that wants to lose weight, the first thing they do is look at all of these types of diets, and they try and figure out how they're going to lose, 50 pounds in a month. And they probably end up losing 40 or 50 pounds in a month, but they struggle to keep off that weight. And the main reason is because they're thinking about the fastest way instead of building a habit and thinking about the long game. The things that allowed them to lose 40 or 50 pounds in a month are not really, you can't maintain them. You can't maintain those types of diets. And if you do, you don't want to keep losing 40 or 50 pounds a month after that, right? You want to maintain your weight, but it's difficult to do with that diet habit that you've built up. So what happens is they lose the weight, and oftentimes they'll gain the majority of it or all of it or even more back. Whereas instead, if they think about the long game, right? So how am I going to lose 50 pounds in the next 6 months? And what can I do to make sure that what I'm doing now will allow me to maintain that weight loss even after I've lost it? So what habits am I going to build? What work am I going to do that it's going to be much harder to do, but the long term, the long game results will be much better? The same thing goes about relationships. The same thing goes with relationships. So many people, look for the short game with a relationship. They lie, to sort of attract that person to them, and then what happens is when the person finds out the truth, they're no longer attracted to them because they were just attracted to a fake version of them, and that's playing the short game, not playing the long game. And it's the wrong thing to do. So many people do this in finances too. They see an opportunity for them to, get a 300% return on investment in like 3 months, and they take it. And then they're wondering why, after they got the 300%, they lost 600%. They went down to almost zero. Like they wonder why they lost all of their money. They gained so much money in a month, but then 2 months later, it's all gone. Why? Because they're focused on the short game results. The long game results are what counts. Like think about people who go out there and they go and they finance a car, they lease a car. They purchase a car, they finance it, they lease it, and they can't afford it. And they have that car now. They're in the happiest position right now because they have that new $70,000 car, even though they can only afford a $30,000 car. And in 5 years from now, when they don't have any money and that car is worth barely anything, they're left wondering why they don't have anything left. And it's because they played the short game. Instead of working hard to be able to actually afford that $70,000 car in 5 years from now, they bought it now too early when they couldn't afford it. It put them in a bad financial position, and now they're left regretting their purchasing decision. And I can go on and on with examples about how the majority of people make short game decisions and how it affects their life, because you know what? In 5 years from now, when you played the short game that only lasts for 6 months, or it only lasts for a year, or it only lasts for 1 month, in 5 years from now, you're going to be in a worse position. In 10 years from now, you're going to be in an even worse position. And guess what? Everyone that played the long game all along is going to be laughing. They're going to be in the best position with regards to finances, with regards to relationships, with regards to everything, purchasing decisions, with regards to health and fitness. Like, if you name an aspect of life, anything, sports, cars, your landscaping, like if you take a short-term decision for your lawn, it's going to make a big difference. Like any tiny little thing in your life, if you play the short game, it will affect you negatively in the long run. It will hinder you in the long run. That's why I'm telling you to train your mind to think about, will this decision be a good decision in 6 months, in a year? Don't be sold on the dream that in a month you can lose 30 pounds and you can keep it off so easily. Don't be sold on the dream, okay? Be sold on the reality, okay? It's good to dream. Like, you can work towards losing 30 pounds in 30 days, but as long as you're doing the long game strategy, and if you only lose 10 pounds in 30 days, it's fine because you're playing the long game. You don't want to only do it in 30 days. You have 6 months, you have a year to do it when you play the long game. Don't focus on grabbing that low-hanging quick fruit. Low-hanging fruit is good. If it's like evergreen fruit and if it's going to last a long time, sure, grab it. But I'm talking about the low-hanging fruit in the sense that, like, you know, you grab it, it's easy to grab, but then it's also so easy to lose, just like that. Those are short game decisions, and I want you to avoid them because the long game is what counts. The long game decisions are what will help you in the long run. And that's basically it. I really hope that you've enjoyed this motivational video. If you like the video, give it a thumbs up. If you like my energy, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you think down below as a comment. And of course, be sure to subscribe for more great videos just like this one. And that's all I have for you today. Thanks for watching.